Let's stick to what works. Preacher went for it earlier, and he got it now. Look at the pin. Preacher laid all of his...
Well, how much force and how much strength did Hero have to dig up to kick out of that?
Preacher laid all of his body weight, all 175, onto the back of the legs of Hero, and he still kicked out. Oh, here it comes. The sign of the cross. Hero's welcome. Hero's welcome. But Tristan Law get on the apron.
Come on, that's at least a 5 count. Come on.
Hero counted as all 3, but the referee has to do it. Tristan Law might have just cost Chris Hero this contest. And now Law got nailed with a running boot. What? A Sahe moonsault from Hero onto the Saints of Lodi. The situation has now been neutralized. Oh, and there's a low blow.
Hey, that's not right.
And Preacher rolled up. He's got the handful of tights. Oh, come on.
Up next, fans, you will see Miss Mercedes as she takes on Cheyenne.
Wrestling fans, you want some good music? Then you want K-Gel. How do you get the good music from K-Gel? You visit their website or NWAOnFire.com.
Here we go, T, with a ladies' match, and there she is, Cheyenne. She's got to be one of the most evil women on the face of the earth.
What is she? I think she hears the voices in her own head, and I think she does what they tell her to do.
Well, I tell you what, she's hearing voices all the time. I think sometimes she hears a 50-piece band going on there once in a while, too. I'll tell you what.
Would you say that to her face,
Oh,
Tommy?
I'll tell you what, there's no top floor to her apartment building. I'll tell you that right now. There is no top floor, and she's taking on a little package of dynamite.
By the way, Cheyenne, that was Tommy Savoldi who said that, not Tommy Hunter.
Oh,
Tommy
worry.
Hunter is your friend.
I will keep my distance. Guaranteed. But she is taking on a little package of dynamite. Little girl that really has impressed me. You know, you can't tell by her stature.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, this kid is lightning fast, and she's got some moves I have never seen before.
Well, she's taking on Miss Mercedes, who has definitely been cutting a path for herself here in NWA On Fire. However, you have to remember, Cheyenne has been absent from the NWA On Fire for about 6 months, and I think
they've been on tour, T. They've been on tour all through Southeast Asia. They've been all over the place.
And I think that she's got something to prove. However, here is Miss Mercedes. Well, there's Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas walking out, Miss Mercedes. That's a new one on me, I'll tell you.
Wow, Tony Atlas is escorting Miss Mercedes to the ring. I think he's going to be watching her back during this match, and wow, that definitely tips the scale in her favor a little bit.
You know, it's still a little strange for me seeing Cheyenne out there without the Malachi and not seeing Malachi with Cheyenne. It still doesn't hit me right, you know? After seeing them after all these years, and now they're split up and they're both on their own.
Well, we'll have to see where this match takes us, but right there you see behind Miss Mercedes is Tony Atlas.
He is a little package of dynamite, folks. You're in for a treat here.
Miss Mercedes thinking that Cheyenne should go to the local mental ward, I think.
Look at Cheyenne. She doesn't want the ref to touch her.
Well, I don't blame her.
would you want Frenchie to touch her?
Do you want Frenchie touching you?
No, no.
Okay, I know where he's been.
Uh-huh. Look at her, boy. I tell you, he's taking his life in his hands, but look at this. Look at her. She is whacked out.
If you don't want the ref touching you, why are you wrestling then?
Unbelievable.
She's not going to like Miss Mercedes touching her then either.
Oh, I tell you what, I think she was, you know, and I think in her head the Snow White movie goes on 24 hours a day.
I was going to say The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, yeah, that's true. It could be The Wizard of Oz.
One or two, you know. Cheyenne now circling her prey because it's exactly what she looks at her as.
She thinks she's going to go through this like a hot knife through.
Whoa, Miss Mercedes back with a waist lock now from behind. Cheyenne trying to reverse it, trying to get out of it.
Good move by Miss Mercedes to start off with.
Into the corner, though.
Backs her up into that turnbuckle.
See, Cheyenne is just a little too strong, I think, for Miss Mercedes to do those kind of moves.
Uh-huh. And she doesn't have the weight either.
Cheyenne does not. Whoa, Cheyenne with a cheap shot, but misses. Now Miss Mercedes coming back with a few close punches and then a kick.
Big kick to the side.
Wow, Miss Mercedes opening up here.
I'm telling you, boy.
Off the rope now. No, reversal. Off the ropes goes Miss Mercedes and up.
Look at this move.
Got her in a headlock, but stopped in a second, but then gets her over to a leg lock. And then, took it down. What a beautiful, beautiful move there.
I tell you, this girl
One,
got it.
two, only a 2 count. Oh, now to a quick side headlock.
Cheyenne don't know what's going on. She can't figure it out at all.
Cheyenne does not like the position she is in right now.
You know, Cheyenne's got the weight. She's got the height, but this kid has got the fastness, the quickness.
Yep.
She's unbelievable.
On the back now of Cheyenne is Miss Mercedes trying to keep her down, wear her down. Good move there, but no. But hold on, Cheyenne picking her up. And what you going to do? Into the corner again, deposits Miss Mercedes.
Twice in a row she caught her on that one.
Yep. Now
Look at
Cheyenne thinks she's got it.
Oh, yeah, she got it. Oh, right in the mug with that foot, boy. Off the top rope comes Miss Mercedes.
Missile drop kick. Very nicely.
Oh, boy.
Finds its mark, and 1 and 2. And no, Miss Mercedes only can get 2 count. You see Tony Atlas in the back there cheering her on. Couple forearm shivers right there. And now what you going to do with her? Ooh, just a big punch.
Oh, yeah.
Stopped Miss Mercedes. Double limb in her tracks. Mercedes now. Oh, got up and just in time to meet a uppercut.
Big uppercut, caught her flush, too. Down she goes. Big body slam.
See Tony Atlas trying to urge her on right now. Cheyenne thinks she's got this match well in hand.
Oh, yeah, she sure does.
Do not give Miss Mercedes an inch. She'll take 1.5 miles on you.
Got her in the chokehold. Come on, Frenchie, got to check that out.
Yeah, Frenchie's not making her break it, so I don't think it's a chokehold, but ooh, that could degenerate to one very quickly. Now getting up to her, it's very slowly though, getting up to her knees now, and up to her feet is Miss Mercedes.
She's trying to fight her way out of it.
Off the ropes, into a well-placed elbow of Cheyenne. And 1, 2, only a 2 count though. See, that jaw's giving me a little bit of a problem now that she just got hit in by Cheyenne. And, she's going to hit her again. Wow, just an open-handed slap. Oh, disrespectful if nothing else.
That's what that is. That's a respect me now shot. That's what that was.
And then, looks like going to get her up. Pile driver,
look
no.
Look at Mercedes.
Mercedes now on top with a leg lock trying to get her over. And she does. Got her over. 1, 2. Whoa.
Another close call.
That came very close to a 3 count, Tommy. Cheyenne now not liking this at all. And comes out with a big clothesline. Another one. Wow, 2 in a row. Those clotheslines you could hang some washout on, Tommy.
I tell you what, you got to hand to this Mercedes. She can take some punishment.
Oh, and she's taking it tonight from Cheyenne.
Yeah. Here's a girl's got a good 1.5 foot over her and at least 100 pounds. She's holding her own. Look at this.
Gets her over, though. Crucifix. Tried to get her over, but Cheyenne just too strong. But no, gets her over. Yes, goes down and gets her over again. Oh, grab the rope, though, in a big hurry. Good thing that rope was there. She might have had her.
You got that right, T. Look at her.
Miss Mercedes now getting a little frustrated. Whoa, Cheyenne just took a shot at Tony Atlas, I believe. You don't want Tony Atlas taking a shot back at you, Cheyenne.
No, you don't want that. I've never seen arms as big as his in my entire life.
Trading forearms back and forth now. Both ladies in the center of the ring. I think Frenchie's liking his job tonight, personally.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Wow, over and over again. Miss Mercedes opening up on Cheyenne. Having an effect on her. No, around and around they go. And into the corner. Tony Atlas stopped her, though, a little bit. I believe he was almost like a home plate. Like she was sliding into him. And Cheyenne getting a little physical with the referee.
Absolutely.
Downstairs, though, goes Cheyenne. And now picking her up. And then drops her down. 1, 2, and 3. Whoa, she got her on that one. She stunned her with that.
3 is right.
Very quickly. That tide turned very quickly, didn't it, Tommy?
Well, she just couldn't overcome the strength and the height, you know. But she does have the quickness. She can hold her own.
Well, nothing to be ashamed about tonight, but Cheyenne, just a little too much woman for her.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome back to the NWA On Fire, Cheyenne. We've missed you.
And
I think the fans have as well, and I know Frenchie did. But we won't go into that, though.
No, we won't go into that right now.
I don't want to blow up his spot. I like Frenchie. He's a good guy, actually. See, she needs a little help getting out of that ring now, but there is Cheyenne. Miss Mercedes now very slow to get out of that ring. She was stunned more than I think she wants to let on there. Whoa!
Oh!
She just took
booted Tony Atlas!
What is she thinking? Tony Atlas doesn't know what to make of this. Here comes Cheyenne, and whoa, he raised the hand of Cheyenne!
What is going on here, boy?
Oh, Miss Mercedes, sore loser, and I guess
something had to happen in that corner.
Back to the BWO fans, you're going to see up next. Glenn Ulrich and Steve Off take on the Dancing Darlings for the Tag Team Championship of the Bodyslam Wrestling Organization.
This is Bob Kahn, the Con Man from NWA On Fire. Listen, fans, if you want to get involved, you want to host a fundraiser free of charge, not a dime out of your pocket, all you have to do is go to NWAOnFire.com, click on the email link. NWAOnFire@AOL.com. Doesn't cost you a dime. You can get involved, make some money for your organization. Get involved, have some fun, make some cash.
Champions, and they're going to have to be on top of their game tonight.
They definitely have a long road ahead of them tonight.
Oh, yeah.
With Steve Off and Glenn Ulrich.
Mm-hmm. Even though, again, like we said, Glenn and Steve have not been teaming together for as long as the Dancing Darlings, but Steve has that tag team veteran experience.
And you're so right about that, Ray, and that's why I believe they've gelled so quickly and so well together.
Yes, indeed. Fans behind both teams as well.
Yeah, I'm just wondering who's going to get more cheers.
It's a very good question. Ooh.
Glenn and Michael Blade now in the middle of the ring.
And this isn't the first time they've been in the ring with each other either.
No.
Back at Mayhem on the Gridiron, they had a triple threat match.
Glenn with his outstanding amateur wrestling background.
Look at Blade now.
Blade, no slouch either, obviously.
And Blade is probably, in my estimation, the quickest of the four guys in this match. That's going to play a big part.
I would agree with you there, definitely.
Glenn could be the best technical wrestler in this contest, perhaps. I don't know for sure, but maybe.
He gets Blade into a leg lock there with his head.
Wow.
Gets out of it, though, very
right
quickly.
there.
His Blade up on his feet.
Standoff. Very nice.
A little bit of respect for each team right now, huh?
And here's a guy, Michael Blade, who I've been following since he became into the BWO. In fact, he's a guy I've been able to work out a lot with. He's a guy I've gotten to know pretty well. He's a very, and that's how I know he's a very underrated performer, a very underrated wrestler in the ring. And again, he's going to need to be on top of his game tonight if the Dancing Darlings want to retain those belts, especially against the guys of caliber of Glenn Ulrich and Steve Off, the Shooting Stars, if I can say that.
You can say that.
Well, it is their team name.
You just did.
Yes, I did. Front face lock.
Right now, both men trying to get up. Armbar right now, ringing that arm.
Blade, of course, no slouch in the technical wrestling department either.
Here comes Damien H.S. Darling. Double team effort here right now. They both take him over. Nicely done. And then, whoa, doubled elbow drop.
Double elbow.
And that's one reason why they have become and stayed champions, by the way, because of moves like that.
Yes, indeed. The double hip toss. I mean, you can also tell they haven't been teamed together all that long. You tell the timing wasn't perfect on the double elbow. Still effective, though.
Close
Doesn't
enough.
have to look pretty, but as long as it's effective. Is that a tag? That might have been a blind tag right there.
It was.
Oh, caught him. What?
He just dumped into the arms of Damien H.S. Darling, and Damien dumps him on top of Glenn. 1, 2. Very nicely done. You see how well they work together as a tag team.
Moves like that's an innovative tag team maneuver right there.
Snaps him over right now. Got him in a front face lock, or is that a chin
Looks
lock?
like a side shin lock of sorts by Michael Blade.
There we go. Carlos, our cameraman, getting some great close-ups for us
indeed.
here.
Glenn's going to need to tag out sooner or later. He hasn't been able to get the fresh man in for his team. Mm-hmm. This would be a good opportunity. He's got Blade right where he wants him right here. Oh, here we go. And
trying to get over it. There you go. Tagging into Steve Off.
Ooh.
And now what's Steve going to do with him? Get him to a side face lock, or side headlock, I should say.
Headlock right there.
And then, takes him over onto the floor now. You see, right now, got him in that very, very nice headlock.
Mm-hmm. This will be a big test for Michael Blade.